Young people know when they are truly loved. Geronda. It seems that those who want to destroy society have seized upon its foundation, its roots, our young people, and have destroyed them. There is no way that they will succeed. It is in the nature of evil to destroy itself. In Russia, after the revolution in 1917, they destroyed everything. But look what is happening now, after 3 generations. God will not allow the destruction of our children, nor will He judge the sins of today's youth as strictly as He will judge the sins of our generation. Geronda. How is it that some young men and women who lead worldly lives can give very good answers to questions of faith? These young people had good intentions, but were not able to apply the brakes on themselves, and they were swept away. This is why they give the right answers. What I mean to say is this. Say that someone wants to follow a particular path in life. He wants to go in a certain direction, but he finds it hard to follow. Still, when he sees someone else who succeeds, he has great respect for him. God will not abandon those who want the good, because they have no malice in their hearts. The time will come when they will find the strength to follow the right path. Geronda. How should we approach young people who have gone astray? Love is the answer. Where there is true and noble love, young people will immediately sense it. It informs them and they become disarmed. Young men who come to my gallery come from all walks of life, with all kinds of problems. I welcome them, give them a treat, we start a conversation, and pretty soon we are friends. They open their hearts to me and accept the love that I give them. Among them are some who are so deprived of love. Poor souls, they are thirsty for it. It is so easy to single out those who have never felt a mother's or father's love. It's as if they cannot get enough. If you care for them, if they sense your love, they forget all their problems, even their drug use. All their suffering disappears. They stop getting in trouble and end up coming to the holy mountain as pious pilgrims. You see, they somehow come to sense God's love, and I see in them such nobility that it breaks my heart. They refuse financial help, even though they need it so much, and have a job during the day to make ends meet, and go to school at night. They deserve all the help they can get. Near the new train station in Thessaloniki, there are houses where young people, men and women, live together. You can find as many as 15 living in an apartment big enough for 3. Many of them come from broken homes. Some of them steal for their needs, but others have philorimo and cannot steal. For years I have been telling people I know to approach them, to help them. I had asked for a church to be built nearby, so that they could gather there. Now they have built a small chapel dedicated to the Apostle and Deacon Philip, the protector of railway workers. What I have come to realize is that when we are young, if we don't take advantage of the opportunities available to us, the devil will exploit our failure. Don't we have the saying, strike while the iron is hot? When ironsmiths wanted to join 2 pieces of iron together, this was before modern welding. They put the iron in the fire, poured hot water and borax on it, and as soon they removed it, while it was still spewing sparks, joined it to another piece. It would not work if the iron got cold. It's the same thing with young people. If they remain indifferent when opportunities present themselves, then they will become concerned with other people, to judge them, to criticize them, after which the grace of God is withdrawn. But if he is full of divine fervor, if he is vigilant, he will make much progress. This is why parents should help their children as much as they can while they are still young. Children are like empty cassette tapes. If we fill them with Christ, they will stay close to Him forever. If we don't, it will be easier for them to go astray when they become older. But if we give them what they need when they are young, even if they later stray a bit, they will eventually come to their senses. Wood soaked in oil does not rot. Later in their lives, there will be nothing to fear for children that had been soaked in piety with the fear of God.